Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. It's about damn time that we begin this run instead of having me talking to the microphone into the ether for the past, 15 minutes. We have 17 hegemony credits and nothing to spend them on. I refuse to buy Napalm Strike for the time being. We're playing as the Paradox. I had to remember the name of the character. And we are still attempting to do one of two things on this run here today. On these runs, I should say. We have 4 HP, so we have a Riddle of Lead. Okay. I did not anticipate our starting item being one of the best items in the game, but I appreciate it. That's just like a black tier passive as your Paradox. That's fantastic. Anyways. We gotta do a couple of things on these runs. We need to find... Why were you white when I walked into the room? We need to find more cash, so that we can keep unlocking more items. There's a couple of expensive items in the shops that we need to buy. Platinum bullets. I didn't even see you. And then also there's the other gun, microtransaction gun that we need to unlock. And on top of that, we also need to keep finding these damn cell keys, because if we don't find the cell keys, we're just never gonna find new NPCs in this game, I guess, so that's something I'm really looking forward to. All of the NPCs, finally. You know what? There you go. We didn't start with Riddle of Lead, we started with the Shellaman. Shellaman. So I don't know what you're talking about. He killed an enemy. He's beautiful, beautiful. And once we get these new NPCs, oh baby, we have new game modes to play. In fact, we should have really played D20 on this run, because we would have started with Riddle of Lead, which is fantastic, and Little Bomber, which is pretty good, and we would have gotten Shellaboy. Although Shellaboy, he's like... he doesn't kick ass as much as I wish that he would, unfortunately. How did I kill you in one shot? Oh, Riddle of Lead! I had to think about it for like 1 second. Because I thought that normally we wouldn't be able to kill those blue shotgunners with one shot of the explosive gun here, but definitely with the extra damage from Riddle of Lead, that makes a little bit more sense. We got a key, which means that we can open up one chest on this floor. Let's not make the same mistake we made on the last run and avoid going to the oubliette on what could have been a very difficult run. Luckily, we managed to make it work. Our death streak is still intact. And last run, we have completed the objective, the goal of doing the bullets past. So I think at this point, all of the pasts are done. Like, I'm trying to think if there's any more to do, and I think the answer to that question is no. We need to do them all again at some point, but they've all been done for the first time on the save file. You love to see it. And again, all we're doing here is just exploring, trying to find as much loot as possible, trying to find as much hegemony money as possible, so we can unlock the last remaining items, and from there, complete, finally, our new 100%ed save file. One of these days. Okay, don't break the chest. This is a terrible item, but we'll sell it later. That's a great gun, and we'll use it now. Also, hello, welcome, August Main, to the stream. How you doing today? All right. I want to see the paradox in the boss intro card here. Let me take a drink too. There might be like an occasional cough that's just because I ate something. I ate my lunch, my pre-stream lunch before I started playing. I actually don't have allergies today. That seems fantastic. It seems extraordinary, really, but I've not been coughing due to allergies. I've been coughing due to having like a crispy tortilla stuck in my throat. It's nice, though, not being all sneezy for once, especially when I'm starting a stream. It's like, hey, wait a minute. I can talk today. It's beautiful, beautiful. God, what a terrible item this is, the active item that we have. In most rooms, it'll do nothing for you. And doesn't it hurt you, or did they? I don't even remember. It's been so long since I've actually used this item properly, or at least tried to use it. But doesn't it hurt you when you try to use it? I don't freaking know. It doesn't matter. We did get an extra key. I'm really tempted to just go up here and open up the brown chest. Let's do it. You never know what you're gonna get. Okay, what we got was not worth it, but, yeah, I mean, it's true, we didn't know what we were gonna get, so. Cosbringer asks, what state are you living in, Abe? Despair. Yeah, okay, Blood Angel has the same thing, despair. I live in a state of fear and loneliness at all times. Those guys are a little, oh, you mother. Little tough and rough. Don't really know what weapon to use as my room clearer. I guess this is probably the best one, the bomb gun. You got what you deserve for that joke. Losing 1 excess armor that we don't need. Yo, that's not a bad price to pay for a bad joke. Now a key, that's what I get for acknowledging that it was bad. There you go. Ligmay says, damn, that Gatling Gull needs to shave his armpits. You got a problem with, you know, natural hair? Tisk. Okay, we got a choosing beggar over here. Abe's got some weapons grade Benadryl. No, if I took that much Benadryl, I would be passed out on the floor. Lately, I've been having bad luck with allergy pills, but just I don't know why today. Really? I fell into the small gap. Lately, I've been having bad luck with allergies, but today has been a great day for it. ML Burke, welcome to the stream as well. Yeah, it gets stinky, says Ligmaze. You get stinky. What are we doing? I just hear Shella Boy just like shooting things in the distance, and I'm like, are we good? We done? Oh, he blew up around me. Hey, get out of here. I don't know why I'm just like only using the explosive gun. Oh my god, I tried to use my active item. The explosive knockback knocked me into an enemy. I hate this item. I don't know why I'm using it. For the lulz, essentially. Alright. Try that. Try this. We've not been to the shop, so we got our key for free. Let's open up a... Okay, you know what? There we go. We've identified what gun we should be using for the run. Maybe we can try to make a Polaris work here. Polaris. Oiled cylinder, I love it. We need a key in order to access the old crest. We'll talk about it. Cough, cough. And Bubonic Lettuce, welcome as well. I don't think you were here earlier when I was starting, so hi. Bubonic, I got a question for you. Since I played a little bit of Elden Ring yesterday and managed to finally finish the game, how are you feeling about that? You excited? Or are you saddened that you're not going to get any more Elden Ring action for a little while? Because you were definitely the man of please play more Elden Ring. Fun game, by the way. I'm happy that I managed to finish it. I'm sad to see it go. But it was a good experience and it was a fun game. Kind of both, to be honest, says Bubonic. That makes sense. Yeah, I mentioned it the other day too, but it's interesting. I feel like it was a fantastic game, but at the end, I did feel myself kind of just losing steam a little bit. You know, you put a long amount of hours into the game, and when you see the end, when you sense the end is approaching, you might be a little bit wary of finishing it. But it was a great game. Final bosses weren't really that tough. You know what? I think the reason why the final bosses weren't really that tough is that, well, A, I'd actually started leveling a little bit more, but B, you're approaching the point in the game where you need to fight these bosses in order to end it. You can't really have the final boss fight be a limiting reagent of finishing the game, right? Like, everyone's got to be able to finish the game. You don't want to block it off from some players. I'm not saying you got to make it easy, but the optional fights in that game were the strongest, most interesting fights. Millennia, the Lord of Blood. Those were really fun fights, and I can understand, I guess, why, you know, the final fight in the Air Tree had to be so kind of toned back a little bit. I didn't realize it or I didn't think about, oh, that was stupid. I wanted to roll into the popcorn. You know, thinking about it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? At least it does to me. Yeah, Nihil! Which ending? So I saw I saw 4 of the endings, because you can save your game, copy the save file, and then just do the ending. So I saw 4 of the endings. All the normal endings, where you just sit in the chair, are all kind of dull. But the other 2 endings, the flame ending and the Ronnie ending, at least had like some differences in there. You know, it wasn't just the same damn thing. Cosbringer says, I got the 3-finger ending. I did them in no particular order. But I saw all 4 of the endings that I had access to. Bubonic Lettuce says, what's the game that I'm gonna beg for you to play now? That's a good question. Ligmay says you should beg for Risk of Rain 2. We did play a little bit of Gunfire the other day, and that was kind of fun. I'm totally down to play more of that at some point with people. I'm sure we can get some other folks interested in well, some other folks of the multiplayer persuasion, let's say. We done? We are done. We only have the 1 key. Well, we can get a 2nd key. To be honest, I'd rather take Oiled Cylinder than a 2nd key, but we can afford them both. Are we gonna gun munch? You know, I think I am. I don't really care for Charmed Bow. And then to be honest with you, I think I'm just gonna get rid of the shot bow. I'd rather get rid of the dueling pistol, but the shot bow's a higher quality, so maybe we can actually get something interesting out of this. Yeah, okay, yeah, I would say that's pretty good. I think we got exactly what we wanted, a good gun. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in playing like more multiplayer stuff. I keep saying it, and it's happening, you know, we're playing some multiplayer games on occasion. Are we done? I think we're done with the floor. You know, next up, we gotta play some Deep Rock Galactic. That's one that everyone's been talking about, and I've never played it before. Vermintide. Seems like another good looter-shooter roguelite, in the same vein as Gunfire or something like that. So I'm definitely down at some point. Ligmay says you could beg for Tarkov. Well, you could beg for Tarkov. Which we haven't played yet, even though I said that it would be fun maybe to jump into it at some point. Really, that's both me being lazy and also trying to build up my own, like, desire for it. Because I know I'm gonna, you know, pick up the game and be like, I died and now I gotta watch the load screen for 20 minutes. Alright, Polaris is leveled up. Ooh, Deep Rock, Vermintide exclamation mark says August main. Have you played that, August? Oh, I'm stuck on a table. Would that be something you'd be interested in as well? I'm sure we can get some people involved for stuff like that. As long as, like, we can all play as different characters, we can all just, like, start a new game and go through the game together. Because playing Gunfire was fun. I think it would have been a little bit better, though, if we had all been on, the same level when we started. Oh, that's actually pretty good. We got the Helix gun. The only reason why I was okay with everyone kind of being on their own level was because it seemed like we would all be forced to play as the same characters until we unlock other characters, and I thought that would be a little bit less interesting. Drop off the crest? Alright, I'll do it later. Ligmay says, put down the crest! Stop! What are you doing? Put down the... Sir, put down the crest, sir. That's probably more like temporal horror. Stop! What are you doing? Put down the crest. Put down the crest and walk away. Okay, I do hate when my shots just curve around the enemy. It's like they're an NPC. They've got the power. They've got the power! Well, luckily, ammo's not really a concern when you're using something like the Polaris, so we can kind of spray and pray to a small extent here. There you are. Secret room, ammo, not really what we wanted. That's fine. Oh, wait, whoa. We got enough money now. I absolutely want cursed bullets. We had this on a recent run. I don't remember it being the last run. It was probably 2 runs ago in that case. In which case, I'm also... Sorry, just thinking. I'm also interested, definitely, if... yeah, because I think it was 2 runs ago. I'm thinking about item memory, but last run was the bullet. We did not have cursed bullets on that run. Dun, 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 dun. Hunt complete! Oh my god! We have something to do. When we're done with this floor, you'll love to see it. You only get 1 ice shot from this gun. Add it to the list, man. Add it to the freaking list. Dude, I love Polaris, I love Polaris. I also really love Helix, especially the Helix gun. It's just satisfying to use, you know? Nod key. The nod key. The gnocchi. Helix gun slaps. Yeah, especially the Helix gun on its own is great, and it's a fantastic boss-killing gun. Helix gun is just insanely good. I freaking love it, man. Ogrim Welcome says, why did we fight the boss with the crest? I don't know, why do you do anything that you do? The answer being, I don't know. The answer is, I don't know why I do the things that I do. It's a hard thing to admit, though. It makes it sound like I'm a serial killer or something. Why did you do it, man? Why did you do it? I don't know. Sometimes I just do things. Segus Jr., welcome. And Voidwalker, hello as well. Are you winning, Abe? I don't know. Does it look like I'm winning? I think I'm doing pretty good. Also, Ogrim asks, hey, Abe, are you planning on trying out the new Dicey Dungeon stuff? Not really. Not due to a lack of, like, quality, because Dicey Dungeons is a great game, and if you want more of it, you know, some free updated content, what's not to love? But I don't know, I'm just not really in the mood for it. I'm diceyed out, even though I haven't played it in a long time. You know, I think about it and I think, do I really want to play some Dicey Dungeons? And I'm like, nah, not really. You know, just do I want to jump back into the game to play like 6 runs of it just to see like what the new items and episodes are? Eh. Now tell me if I'm interested in playing the new Into the Breach update. Oh yes. 100,000,000% I'm gonna play that as soon as it comes out and as soon as I'm, you know, streaming, which will be like 2 days after it comes out. But that's perfect. It gives you the opportunity to play it yourself, and then I get to come in and show you how it's done. But in reality, it's more like I'm personally more interested in the Into the Breach than the Dicey Dungeons, but both games getting free content updates is insane. Bam. Abe, will you try Have a Nice Death? If I can get a key for it, maybe. Or if there's like a demo version of it, I can try it. It seemed like a perfectly adequate game, but nothing really jumped out about it being like, wow, I really want to play this. I don't know, maybe I'm just getting a little bit... It's not, what word am I thinking of here? It's not pessimistic, but just getting a little bit old man grumpiness. Being like, yeah, cute art style, yeah, it's got a sense of humor about things. I just don't really care. Like, I've seen it. Same old, same old, same old. Maybe when it's out of early access? I thought it actually was released, but if it's in early access still. Not bored, jaded maybe? Yeah, Quark's got the good word for it there. I'm a little jaded. It's like, yeah, you know, it's got the thing that all the games have, and am I really feeling interested? Not really. It's just called getting old, says Ogrim. Talk to yourself, old man. So we better deal with the, oh, double rockets! With good reload, too. We might as well kill the Chancellor on this fight. Oh, really? God, I hate you. Because if we don't do it, we're probably gonna accidentally hit the Chancellor because of the Shella Boy anyways. Wow, this is, okay, I really wish that broke bullets. This is a really, good fight here. We've got good guns. Other than getting hit, it's a good fight, I should say. We have such great boss-killing weapons. That was easy. Wigmay says play some Team Fortress 2. Nah. Dun, 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 dun. And we only found one secret room, I think. That one there. So I don't know where the second secret room is. Maybe in the shop. It is not. We could buy the backpack. I think I will. There's no key for sale, and having a backpack means that we have the ability to hold a secondary active item. Not like I really care about my current active item, but maybe we can hold something else to sell it. Now, is that worth spending the money? Not really. Oh well. Oh well. So Helix bullets does not work very well with shotgun-based weapons. It does work very well with Helix, but it's programmed to. What are we gonna gun munch? I think I'm gonna gun munch the Icebreaker. Helix doesn't work well in that gun for 2 reasons. And I think I'm gonna sell Mass Shotgun as well. I just don't like it. Yeah, sure. Anyways, Have a Nice Death. That's a game that I saw the trailer for it and I didn't really understand what the game was trying to be. It looks like it's trying to be Hollow Knight, but instead of serious, to have a little bit more fun and lightheartedness with it. Is that correct? Is it like Hollow Knight but lighter? I mean, death is the primary theme of the game, it sounds like, but that's my impression of it. Ogrim says, Abe, when are you going to try to play Skull? When are you going to buy me a copy of the game? Actually, what I really should do is send them an email and be like, hey, this guy in my stream has, for the past, like, year, said play Skull. Can I get a review code? I know the game's been out for, like, 4 years, but, you know, if you partner with Abe Clancy, we can revitalize the interest in this roguelite, bullet hell shooter beat-em-up action game. Plays a crow that works for Death. I thought you actually played as Death. I thought I remember in the trailer that you played as Death, who had a bad day. When you have a bad day. Is that wrong? Ogrim says, I don't have you on Steam. Exclamation mark links! Wow, Helix Bullets just does not work at all with this, huh? That's Death's Door, I think, says Ogrim. I'm talking about Death's Door. I saw someone playing a cute game called Death's Door. He plays a crow that works for the Death Company. Okay. Well, it was just interesting. You said that as soon as I started talking about Have a Nice Death, after we started talking about Have a Nice Death, and you are Death working for the Death Company. Not a crow working for the Death Company. It's Hollow Knight in that it's a platformer with a dark color palette. I think in particular when I'm kind of comparing it to Hollow Knight, I'm comparing a little bit more of the art style of it being very unique, with obviously a lot of care and attention and detail put into the art. Not pixelated, you know, so it actually has, I don't think it's drawn necessarily, but it's certainly sharp, let's say. That's kind of where I was going with that. Thank you, my little Skella boy. Yeah, it's got that hand-drawn look to it, if it is hand-drawn. By the way, I think if my familiar gets a kill, it also counts for the Polaris. I don't quite remember, though. Again, you know, one of those things where I probably realized that there was a difference in how this works at some point in the past and then kind of forgot about it or something. You know what? There are rats here. Let me kill those. Ah, there you go. Weapon level 3. Perfect. Right on time. This is not a good gun for Helix Bullets, says Sex Gazebo. Except now it is, because now we actually get the full effect. Yeah, it seems like any gun that shoots multiple projectiles or has multiple forms doesn't really work properly with Helix Bullets. It's not coded correctly. But that's okay. Well, we might be able to get a, I gotta do a lot of backtracking here. We might be able to get a key, so let's not blow that up quite yet. We did just blow up a brown chest because it was wicked and I didn't want to have to go through the hassle of, well, we have been to the shop. We could go to the shop to get a key to open it, but why am I gonna do that to a freaking brown chest? I didn't even bother to look to see if I had, like, goop weapons. I was just like, whatever. Blow it up, I don't care. Which is a little bit lazy, because if we had a water weapon, then we might want to consider, you know, seeing if there's a, oh, I see it right here. We might want to consider seeing if there is a, you know, rainbow chest hidden inside. Something not being coded correctly in Enter the Gungeon, never heard of that before, says Segus Jr. Exactly. So, quiet you. Shh. I'll open it. You know what? Screw you. I want a better quality chest in the future. We even got armor off of that on one key too, which is kind of funny. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Boss time. Stinger. Helix. Now what's interesting is that it looks like Helix doesn't work with the Stinger, because when you fire the Stinger, both rockets are taking the same curve. It actually does work fine. Because the Stinger actually fires one rocket and one bee, it's doubling both of the projectiles. The rockets just have the same like sinusoidal curve. They're on top of each other, but it does work totally fine. I guess because there's one of each projectile, it actually does work correctly. I was just a delayed blank. And the bullets came from just barely off screen. That's fine, that's fine. Double oh god, that's a lot of fire. Get double grenade launcher. I think we're good to go. I don't really want to buy anything. I don't really want to gun munch anything. Like, I'd gun munch some of the crap that we have. We do have a synergy dueling pistol though, which I couldn't care less about. Cosbringer asks, wait a minute. So you're telling me if you break a chest, you have a better chance for better chests? No, not at all. I said nothing of the sort. I broke the chest, the brown chest, because I didn't want to spend the key on it, assuming that we're gonna get better chests in the future. I didn't want to have to break like a red chest because I ran out of keys. That's why I didn't do it. Because in theory, you only are guaranteed one key per floor, and that's the one you buy from the shop, until you hit the forge, in which case there's not even a guaranteed key on the floor. So at this point in the game, from Chamber 4 on, for the rest of the game, there's a maximum, or rather a minimum, I should say, of one guaranteed key. So we might have to do 2 floors with only 2 keys, which means we're breaking 2 chests anyways. And additionally, there's another little mechanic that you know, we can talk about. There is a mechanic where late floors have better chests. In fact, starting on the forge, I believe you can't even find brown chests. At least not from your item rooms. So on the forge, we're guaranteed 2 chests of blue or better. This weapon level 3 again. And on this floor, floor 4, we're not guaranteed blue chests or better, but it's unlikely to get a brown chest. So because floor 3 had the brown chest, and because it was wicked, and because we only had 1 key, I was like, whatever. 1 brown chest isn't gonna matter. I got rid of it. I broke it. Yo, don't lose the gun yet. Shella boy, like, do something. He's still firing bullets. I left him for you, and you still screwed me, brother. Give it a second. Give it a second. I know I could drop Helix, but give it a second. Hold on. Oh, that worked. We've done it. Can I also say I'm very disappointed we've not picked up any more curse yet? Where's my curse? I've got cursed bullets. I want the damage. Has Abe found a glitched chest yet? Not on this save file. We've also not seen a rainbow chest yet either. I wonder, Bowler, aka homing bullets? That's fine. Bowler, aka the dude who gives you rainbow mode. Do you have to find a rainbow chest for him to spawn, or is he just a guy you save from the cells? Because it would be funny if you had to find a rainbow chest in order for the NPC to spawn, because rainbow chests are so damn rare anyways. You would find like 1 rainbow chest after like 1,000 hours of gameplay. It would be like the rarest NPC that unlocked a game mode. And I think there's something funny to me about that. Like, that's Gungeon. You know? Gungeon's a game that doesn't pull any punches. Something about that just strikes my fancy. Of a game mode that you have to play like 1,000 hours to unlock because it's completely random as to whether or not you unlock it. And technically speaking, someone out there will never unlock him. They'll play the game for like 1,000,000 hours and still not have him unlocked, and they're like, he's not spawning for me! And then in order to please everyone, the developers changed the game so that after 20 hours, he's guaranteed to be unlocked. They ruined their vision. Because of one person complaining. Are you happy now? No. Ligmay says I've like between 1 and 200 hours. I found 2 rainbow chests. Rainbow chests? It's not bad. Ogrim says I found my first rainbow chest at 330 hours. I'm surprised you guys can remember. I don't remember. Know how much of this damn game I played? For you, finding a rainbow chest was the most exciting day of your Gungeon career. For me, it was a Tuesday. Which actually makes no sense because I don't stream on Tuesdays, but you know, you get the sentiment, I hope. God, now that's a movie I need to watch one of these days. What streaming service has Mortal Kombat? Paramount? I think I saw it like on a service the other day when I was hanging out in the old living room with my friends and family. It might have been Paramount. I can't remember. You being surprised that other people can remember stuff is not surprising at all, says Ogrim. Hey, wait a minute. Are you insulting me? Yeah, it just sounds like Cornholio. Are you insulting me? Hold on, we want all of this. Table Tech Blank Holy Grail Uranium Amulet. I will spend for this. I will absolutely spend for this. Okay, well now we've got the beehive as well. Let's fight the boss first, because we don't need any of that stuff now. We just want it for later. And then I'm probably gonna sell a lot of stuff. Oh, the stinger is gonna wreck these guys. Don't even need to blank. 2 down, 3 down. Whoops. You can even time your rockets to break the bullets if you want. Peacock. That's the one I meant. Peacock, Paramount. Aren't they the same damn thing? Look, I don't freaking remember, okay? There's too many streaming services that begin with the letter P. Ice water synergy. Not what we're looking for. I'm gonna sell a lot of stuff. Gazebo says, watching Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 back-to-back is hilarious, seeing the drop in quality. Also, Oroof says, I thought for me it was Tuesday was Bison from Street Fighter. Oh my god, you're right. What a terrible mistake for me to make. You're absolutely correct. Wrong beat 'em up action film from the freaking 80s that based off of a video game that's you know, beat 'em up. You're absolutely correct. Wrong effing game. Slash movie. We don't need this. We don't need this. Yeah, I've never been, I've never been a Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter player. I don't really care much for those games. I'm not a big beat 'em up fan. Nothing about that sentence was correct, lol, says Gazebo. It wasn't, hold on, when was the film made? The Mortal Kombat film was made in 95. Nah, close enough. And Street Fighter film was 94. Nah, close enough. We don't need the backpack. We don't need the grenade launcher. We also don't need the Mega Dowser. We also don't really need the Snowballer, but we do need this and this. And then if we can get to 98, we can get the amulet as well. Hidden Tech Bees. Okay, well, don't sell those items then. I think I might get rid of homing rounds. And, you know, Shella Boy, I hate to say it, you're kind of on the chopping block right about now. But I think first I am going to get rid of the AK. I need 3 more credits. All right, I'll drop Little Bomber. I want to keep Vertebrae because it's a very good gun, but I'm going deep on. That even sounds wrong. I'm going deep on this guy. All right, I got what I wanted. Let's get the heck out of here. Sorry, I just want to look at something. Okay. Hey Twig, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? See, I looked up the Wikipedia. So now this might be why I'm getting a little bit confused. I looked up the Wikipedia page for Mortal Kombat, and it says the idea behind it was to star a action hero starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, but isn't he in Street Fighter? I don't know. Look, I don't freaking understand. I'm just showcasing my ignorance. Look, talk to me about Gungeon and not 90s fighting games. I'll show you my true power. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Jean-Claude Van Damme is in Street Fighter, and Cage in Mortal Kombat was based on him. Sounds about right. Something like that. Snizzle Boy, hey, welcome. How's it going? A little late to the stream, but hi. You're not late. You arrived exactly when you intended to. Segus Jr. says, I have a weird relationship with Street Fighter. Oh. Good story. I love the games to death, the characters, the animation, the gameplay, all of it. I never played Street Fighter because I couldn't do the inputs for the life of me. Sure. So by the way, there is a reason why I really wanted that poison amulet. It's not even for the poisoning, but any amulet with a blank will cause a stun. So because we have the poison amulet, now whenever we flip a table, we get a stun out of it as well. It is quite helpful indeed. Would also like to point out that on this run, yet again, we found no cell keys. Should have saved a table. I still got to deal with you. Ah, you're dead. Dude, I'm telling you, one of these days we will find. It broke your arms in the nearby room. That's hilarious. Dude, I'm telling you, one of these days we will find another freaking cell key. On my life. Okay, yeah, sure. No synergy, but Chaos Amulet. That's pretty good. Gazebo says, I love the game, but I never play it because I'm not good at all. Now that sounds like me. Break your arms. Turkey is useful, but +1 to bullets would also be useful. I wish we had some way of stealing. This is like the perfect run for stealing. But we just never seem to be able to find a way of stealing. I am expending a lot of ammunition. Some of that is just because of helix bullets, the fact that all of my shots are missing because they just curve around the targets, or only one of the shots hit, so I have to expend more ammo. Snizzleboy says, do you play turbo mode for the challenge? I just prefer it. I think that it's a more fun, interesting game mode. I just don't have it unlocked yet, so I can't play it. It's the only reason why I'm not. I don't have the keys. Might as well break it. Like May says, I headbutt the controller and hope for the best. Speak with me in the breach! Yo! We got... First of all, we have Table Tech Blank. Okay, we have like the ultimate table synergy. The only way this could be better is if we had Gold Amulet as well. But we also have... Let's go. To talk to him in the breach, we'll get another unlock, I think. We've done Mapman's quest. Now, what is his unlock? Oh, I have no freaking idea. I don't remember. Also, have some bees. Oh no, bees! Honestly, I could just fight you with bees. Bees. I don't think those bullets counted for bees. That counts. Just wait for some bees. Missile bees? I got missile bees, do you? Oh, look at those bees. Although not all of the bullets turn into bees. The only bullets that turn into bees are ones that are near us. Also bees, by the way. That's a lot of tables. That's a lot of tables. That's also a lot of bees, by the way. Bees, 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 bees. And now I'm out of tables, so I gotta actually shoot you. Not gonna, oh, we did it! We had enough bees. Gazebo says, I'm not good at any kind of game. I beat Sekiro, and that's the only game brag I have. I mean, you know, it's fine. Congrats. Did you beat the fire demon? Demon of Hatred, or whatever he's called? I think people consider that to be one of the harder bosses in, should have grabbed ammo. One of the harder bosses in the game. I definitely beat him. And I don't remember it being particularly bad. It certainly took a while, but I mean, freaking Millennia took like 3 times as long, I'm pretty certain. Strawberry Bandit and Segas Jr. says, pretty good brag. It's a good game to brag about. It's a fun game too. Gazebo says, yeah, I beat the Fire Demon, but Sekiro is one of those games where I think the final boss is harder than the optional boss. That's interesting, because I was just saying the opposite about Elden Ring, that the final bosses were way easier than the optional bosses. Demon of Hatred was not fun for me, says Strawberry Bandit. Feels like it didn't belong. Oh, Infinite Weapon level 3, let's go. I don't know, it seemed like it belonged fine for me. You know, it's a boss that you need to use positioning and your abilities on. You know, you've got to be able to get in and get out. Oh, I guess we're using our starting pistol. You've got to be able to, you know, hook shot forward, use your grappling hook appropriately. So we have enough damage, thanks to all of our upgrades, that starting pistol is not a big problem here, but it is definitely not what I want, but it's what we got. We also got Shella Boy helping out too. There's nothing wrong with a Shella Man, but we really do need an ammo drop to appear at some point. You know what? I got one of them in the pit. Joe, welcome. How you doing? Yeah, I still don't have Turbo unlocked yet. Still gotta find that one. Joe, I know you were saying that it would be fun to play Rocket League the other day. Do you play anything like Risk of Rain, Gunfire, Deep Rock, Vermintide, any of that stuff? Would any of that interest you? Because at some point in the future, I might play some of those. Hans Gruber says, nothing wrong with liking a game. Absolutely not. Unless I'm making fun at people, and in which case I'm doing it for the lulz specifically. Deep Rock, Risk of Rain. Deep Rock is so much fun. Risk of Rain 1 or 2? Because I don't think we've played 2 together. What was the last game you listed? Gunfire? Vermintide? Warhammer 2 Vermintide? Just kind of listing games that people keep telling me to play, basically. Goodbye, arms. I love it that you just make his arms fight himself. Your arms belong to me, demon. Look at all of these freaking bees. Joe says, I haven't finished all of the levels in Vermintide yet. There you go. I haven't even played the game, ever. I have big gaps in my gaming knowledge, you know? And not just Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, apparently. I really thought they were made before 95, though. Like, isn't Aliens from, like, 86? I know that's a weird, like, jump. But that's kind of like a metric for dating for me, because it's such a great film. Vermintide being fantasy, Left 4 Dead 2. As long as I get a gun, I'm happy. This is the wrong direction. Darnunu says, Abe, did you notice I subbed to your Patreon instead? I think you mentioned that, didn't you, the other day? Or maybe it was someone else when we were talking about Patreon stuff. Well, thank you, Darnunu. I don't tend to, though, tell people, like, I don't tend to bring attention to anyone who donates or supports or anything like that. There's notifications that appear, but you know, you're aware of all that stuff. But if someone does something on Patreon, I'm like, hey, maybe they don't want me to be like, hey, thank you, Darnunu, for the 10 grand donation. Thank you very much. You know, I don't want to do that. But thank you. Thank you for the 10 grand donation. Now I am contractually obligated to Invite you over to my gazebo. Joe says, I've never seen Fight Club or Pulp Fiction. You know, I've never seen Fight Club, but Pulp Fiction is a great movie. I had fun watching the old Pulp Fiction. What is going on in this room? Joe says, I'm the anti-Christopher when it comes to movies for how few I've seen. You and me both, you and me both, brother. My friends, Chris and Andrew, they're like movie dictionaries, and I'm like, who's the guy who says it's Tuesday? Yeah, Mortal Kombat, right? Not exactly the best. You know what? Have some bees. Got him. That is a lot of bees. Is that the one where the person is trying to outrun something falling rather than running from the side? What? Darnunu says Abe is exaggerating. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm absolutely yeah, just for effect. Yeah. Just exaggerating. Yep. Don't worry about it. It's a bee massacre. Actually, the bees are the ones doing the massacring here. Oh! I got stuck on the table, which made sense, actually. Quick, someone give Abe a Bitcoin. Now here's the question, should I save it or sell it? All right, so your arms, I hate to break it to you, they do count as bees. You know what, I'm okay breaking that one. This one we want you to just kind of move around. All right, you know what? Eat some bees. Let me put down some tables. We're gonna put like a line of tables up. I'm gonna let my friend murder you. Maybe summon some more bees. Maybe summon some more bees. More bees! It's Morbin time! More bee time. All right, well, just a classic bee kill on the Lich. That was fun. Haven't really had a powerful run with tables on the save file yet, but there we go. And we got something unlocked too. We did Map Man's quest, which means we can get whatever his item is, which I can't remember what it is. Excalibur maybe? Probably something related to a sword if I had to guess. Why he would give us the Excalibur gun, I don't know. Morningstar and Strafe Gun we unlocked last time. Let's go back to the Breach real quick. Don't play as the Paradox though, because it costs like 6 credits. So instead we'll just grab Ye Old Convict, Bum Bullets, thematically appropriate unlock, and Vorpal Bullets, and Mapman. Hey pal, I've got something for you. I want you to have my favorite weapon. It's seen me through a lot of dungeons over the years. I donated it to the acquisitions department for you. Now that I'm a bit more experienced, I don't think I'll be too dangerous on my own. Good luck. Excalibur! Let's go. And then just to continue Doug's unlocking, I'll buy Vorpal Bullets. Doug's got the best items. Looks like you finished. Fine art you've shown. I shall draft a ballad to match the song of your gun, but the hunt goes on. Pig unlocked. Take aim on Mimic. The next hunt begins. 3 Mimic. That includes, by the way, Door Lord. So, and I think wall mimics too. Just 3 of any mimics. Shouldn't take too long. Mimics are rather common, I think. At some point we gotta do D20 mode. Kind of just waiting for more characters to show up. Nothing has been showing up lately. Airstrike, Ration, Cluster Mine. Airstrike and Ration are okay. Let me buy the Airstrike. Just so we can get whatever the next item is there unlocked or progressed. And I think that's it. Talk to Blue Frog. What now? I don't feel like chatting. He's got nothing on offer. He's just sitting here now being a drunk. We still have to knock down the helmet. You know what? Why would you do that? Now I have to go get it. I had heard the stories, but how could something be real? Let's start the helmet dude, so we can like at least find a sell key on the next run and be happy for once. Anyways, good run.